Testing audio.
Testing audio.
Alright, audio is good. Hey guys. One second, I gotta fix this. This is just the pre-stream. Stream doesn't officially begin for 4 more minutes. Just trying to fix what's on my computer. Just give me a second. Just for some reason, my computer doesn't recognize my stream files, so I gotta fix it. You guys all having a great day? Like, just give me a second. I'm just waiting for something to load. I'm trying to get my internet to load on my laptop. Okay. While I'm waiting for the pre-stream to begin, I'm waiting for my laptop to load. Hey, how's it going? Oh, you're welcome. And what do you think? Here's the big bridge I've been working on all week. And right now it's getting there. Just right now I'm still working on it. I'm focusing on the bottom of the bridge before I start on anything else, Colonel. How you doing? What do you think? Just give me a second. I'm just trying to get my laptop. This is just in case my I have glitches where my messages fail to show up on the screen. So I'm actually trying to get it as shown on my laptop as well, so I can actually see your messages. Just my laptop's been running very slow. Right now, this is what I got right now. It's all here. Just give me a second. Okay. Yep. Just give me a second. I'm just but let me just make it daylight for you so you can actually see it better. Right now, I'm just working on it. I've been working on this since Sunday. This was not here Sunday. This was here last week, but we got all this. Yep. One second. Let me just Oh, cool. But as you can see, I'm actually going to work on the pillars. I hate bridges that float in midair, so I usually put pillar supports on it. Like, as you can see, look at this. I got where I'm going to place pillars. I'm going to have oak logs for supports. and I got every 7 blocks. And right now, this dirt platform is only here so I can work on it. As soon as I'm done, I'm going to have to take this all out with a shovel. It'll look beautiful when it's finished. And now I have to go get some logs. Like, I actually went to the trouble of gathering the logs in advance yesterday. At least 35 stacks of oak logs are needed. All this is 100% survival, so everything has to be obtained. They're going to go straight down, but I'm thinking of actually trying to make an arch of it. But I want to put in the logs in first before I decide to make an arch. What do you think of that? Is that a good idea? Like, sometimes it's hard for me to actually picture it until I actually have it placed. Because I was thinking last night as I was going to bed, before I started, I actually had the pillars all designed today. It's just I needed to make sure I had something to show today, so I actually tore down what I built, and now I'm going to rebuild it for you guys. Yeah, don't want to make it too complex. You gotta start with something simple before you actually start building the complex stuff. Like, I actually had the dirt platform at least 2 blocks below that, and then after that I had to take out the dirt platform, which took an hour, and then place the dirt right there. All dirt had to be collected. It fell into the water, so I had to go and slowly gather up all the dirt so I could actually place it all in again. As you can see, this is where the oak pillars will be. I'm actually gonna place those stone mounts at each of these. Of course, these are gonna go straight down, guaranteed. These will go straight down. There are 10 of them. I actually did all the math, and I'm like, there are 10 of these, and of course there's going to be stone platforms, and then here's going to be the hard part. Actually going to go all the way down to the ocean bed to make sure the stone reaches that. I like building everything as if there's gravity in the game. Even though there isn't, but I like to create that illusion that there's gravity. What do you think? Just, it's going to take a long while, and of course I'm going to have like 3 seconds to place stone, then get up for air. And of course I chose to make pillars that are this thick. And of course, yep, I've been building like this for like 2 years. This is just my original. This is just an original world I've been working on since Bedrock is here. And I'm like, infinite terrain. If I run out of something, I can always go 10,000 blocks to the east or west to go get more. I never really liked create mode. I tried create mode. I don't like it. I'm like this. I like actually working with the limitations of survival, if you know what I mean. I just want your opinion on what it'll look like here. Like, there's going to be straight down pillars, and then there's going to be the complicated pillars that will connect these pillars together. Like, I'm a big fan of history, so I like applying some historical context to some of these from other builds that were built in the past. That's just somebody messaging me. Alright. As you can see, we got that one. Do you think this stone pillar looks good? Or should I actually replace it with polished stone instead? it'll make it harder, but at least it'll look nicer. Like, all this is going to be removed, so the only thing standing will be these. I've already worked on a 4,000 block tramway to bring resources from the east. That's why I have the map in my left hand as I'm building. I actually have a tramway that goes that's 4,000 blocks long. Oh. And that was 22 days of work, by the way, just trying to detail it out like I do with my other builds. Yep. Alright. Alright, very good. Thank you. I just wanted to... Alright. I'm going to take a small break after I'm done with this, just so I can show you my tunnel system. That took 22 days. And I told people it's finished. I need to eventually I need to get back to it so I can finish the stations. But I've been saving resources just to get these done. Does that look good to you? Like, I want some viewer opinion, so I can actually try my best to make it as good as possible. These are just the first pillars, but the rest of the pillars will be built along this. I'm going to remove the map so I have more room. Like, I cut down a lot of trees yesterday to get the wood for this, so it will look nice. I don't like stripped logs. I tried stripped logs. I don't like them. Yeah, I need to go trade in some of my materials for stone. Yeah, correct. See, I'm willing to take suggestions. Yep. I have lots of wood ready to place. But I need actual stone. I actually smelted the stone myself. I have a machine downstairs. A smelter. But look at this. This is the tramway. And the machine goes like this. All this it's the same throughout. And it all comes back to here. 4,000 blocks long, but 2 tunnels. 2 tramways, 2 tunnels. Oh, just so you know, the bridge is actually meant to... Alright, I will explain in finer terms. Alright. The bridge's job is to connect my workshop, which is right here, to the north. Because that's going to be another building spot for me to build future projects. As you can see, I'm actually going to put tramways right here. That's why the bridge is so thick. And of course, some of my friends that come on here and help me like horses, so I decided to make a horse path for them. So that's why I made the bridge so wide. And also, I love building big. How's that? Like, I like building big structures, as you can see right here. And the bridge is actually hollow, so I can actually put in the redstone torches. Does that sound cool? Yeah, I have polished andesite for where the horse trail will be, but I'm gonna actually focus on building the actual underside of the bridge before. I gotta finish the pillars before I can work on the surface infrastructure of the actual bridge itself. I'm actually thinking of either putting a roof over it or just put like lampposts. Like, I'm actually, right now the bridge ends here until I actually complete everything. Until I complete everything. Yep, correct. I actually had this bridge half finished by Tuesday, but I decided to take my time a bit because there would be nothing for you guys to see if I had completed it on Thursday. But as you can see, I actually wanted an easier way of getting resources. Hey, Dragon, great news. What is it, great Sellsworth? After forever? Awesome. And I need to get back to work. Ow. And of course, the big tramway over there is meant for actually. Oh, you got GTA? Awesome. Alright. Alright, here's the tough part. I gotta make sure I get this just right. You know, it's hard for me to actually tell where it's positioned so I can put the stone in so much. Oh? Oh. Alright. So, alright. It's just, alright. I'm gonna go get a bed so I can make it daylight so I can actually see. Yeah. Yeah, I hope she does. I'll teach you how to build, make money in that game. Like, as I was saying, building big means you gotta make sure you get it just right. What do you think of this bridge, Sellsworth? Or Dragon Gamer? Thank you. Just need to make sure I get this just right, the scaling. As you can see, as soon as I'm done with the actual bridge, I'm going to take out this dirt, and I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to get it down. Wow. I understand. Hey, to each his own. If you like building houses, I support that. I mean, I respect you. But don't worry, I'm just a normal person that likes building just like any other people. I'm just trying to make sure. All right, how did I do this right here? I need to figure out the base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's 5 blocks thick at the bottom. Of course, as soon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, got it. All right, but how wide is it? I gotta make sure that's correct too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Having to think longer about all this. All right, I understand. All right, this is 5. So the question is, okay. So it's going to be like this. How did I do this? I got to make sure it's correct. Yeah, correct. See, we can all come to an agreement. Like, I'm not very good at building houses myself, but but that's the closest I can do to great houses. I built that myself. Does it look good to you? Just right now, that was my attempt at, building a storehouse. The storehouse is important to me. Like, when you're in a survival world, you gotta make sure you have a place to store your materials. If you don't, that's a bit of a problem. These are just the main pillars. I'm gonna figure out the details of the pillars. It's gonna take me a while. Like, this is one of the reasons why I like survival so much. It allows me to think. It allows me to figure out exactly how I want to build it, instead of just building it in creative where anything goes, where you have unlimited resources to do what you want. Oh, very good. I don't like making flat roofs. I used to make flat roofs when I was new to Minecraft. I've been playing this for 7 years. Like 7 years, and ever since the PS3 version. I was new to Minecraft at the time. I didn't have the internet to actually... Did I mess up here? Okay. One second. Did I mess up? Oh. I think I did. And here's the one thing that's very hard to predict, is you don't know how the build's going to come together when it's a survival mode. When it's a survival world. Just the problem is you have to make sure you have the resources to back it up. The materials you see me using were collected over a span of weeks. And I'm still learning, like anybody. Like, I'm still learning how to build in Minecraft. Alright, we got that pillar completed. Alright, let's, I'm gonna figure out the space, how much space there is between the pillars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There is 9 blocks space between each pillar. I like everything coming together perfectly. It has to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got that. And of course, the dirt will be removed. Then I have to do the daunting task of actually making a stone anchor block that goes all the way down to the ocean bed right there. You see how tough that's going to be? Like, I have 2 ways of doing it. Either make a coffer dam around where I want it and just take out the water, so I can just place it in without having to worry about suffocating. Wow. I'm just talking because people are going to assume that some people have misjudged my channel because I was too quiet all the time. Just like, usually when I'm playing by myself, I'm usually very quiet. But but due to YouTube, I had to learn how to talk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think I got it. Once I get this part, it's gonna be, then I'm actually gonna do the same thing right here. I'm gonna make I'm gonna make this tower. I'm gonna have it start right here. I'm gonna make another pillar that's gonna be like this, but except on its side along this part of the ceiling, so it connects there. And then after I'm done placing the wood there, then I'm going to see what I can do for arches. Just setting it up in advance. Also, I like building builds that I can be proud of. Also, I'm inspired by history documentaries like Rome. Yep, it is going to be a problem, time-consuming, but a problem I can easily overcome. I have a silk touch pickaxe, which allows me to collect the stone I use if I accidentally make a mistake. I like cobblestone. That's why you see a lot of cobblestone in this build. But I want to use different materials like actual stone. I started this entire world on the 27th of December. I've been working on this server for less than a month. Maybe at some point I'll show you my old build. My old build, I actually am still planning to return to eventually, but I'm trying to do a new server so I can learn new techniques. Okay. So far it looks good. Alright. Alright, here's the next one. Okay. Gotta make sure I'm lined up so I can place it in the right spot. The reason why I don't want to have the oak piles go into the water is because in real life you wouldn't want the wood to be in the water. You know how wood and water don't mix after long periods? After long periods, the ocean will just eat away at the wood. See, here's I'm using real life to actually determine how I build this. Okay, gotta make sure it's lined up just right. Okay. We got that. 1. as you can see, just trying to make sure you get it lined up. Otherwise, the whole system will not work. I don't really care what nationality you're from, as long as we can be nice, have a good conversation. Like, like, I like all countries. As long as they're nice to me, I'll be nice to them back. Is that fine with you, Colonel? Because I found out long ago that being mean to people never gets anything done. Like, what's cool about it is that um, I'm a very nice guy. Like, I usually like giving people tours of my world when I'm not doing my streams. I only do two streams a week. That's Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. That's usually New York time. Or plus 5 hours for Great Britain. That is 8 p.m. All right, cool. Admit what, Colonel? Oh yeah, just some people. There have been mean people on this stream before, but I've been very nice to them, despite everything. But I've sometimes had to say, I'm really, really sorry, but I have to ban you from the stream. Like, I've had to do that. I don't like banning people, but some of these people just bring it on themselves when they're picking on me for enjoying what I enjoy. You understand, right? Like, I like slow survival builds that allow me to experiment. Yeah, I know. Like, I'm nice to people, but I just I'm like this. Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. And then they repay me with foul words, and I'm like, all right. And then some people. I mean, sometimes they're the only ones in my stream, so I have to literally let them talk so they stay in the stream. But sometimes I'm like, why am I subjecting myself to these people that are just trying to put me down? So sometimes you just have to ban these people before they disrupt the stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't like doing it. I don't like banning people, but I will if they start. Like, one person was like, F you, F you, F you, for no reason, and I was like this. Sorry, I am humbly sorry, but I have to ban you. I don't like language spoken on my channel. Like, I like keeping things clean, and so anybody can look at my channel. Even adults. I mean, even kids. Just some people assume that that I tolerate foul language. I don't. But I'm all for freedom of speech as long as it doesn't disrupt the stream, if you know what I mean. Any other questions, Colonel? I'm just trying to be careful with what I say. I hope this is going to be a successful build year. I got this bridge to complete, then I can start building in the north. Okay. Alright. It's fine. It's just I like being careful with people. With people who come on my streams. Like sometimes, alright, to be completely honest with you, Colonel, sometimes I just don't know what to say on a stream. I remember my first few streams in 2017 on this channel. I was like this, what do I say? like, I want to be nice. That's one. But I need to make sure that they're not offended. But just I had trouble trying to make myself known when I first started. As of now, like almost 300 subs and almost over 2 years of streaming. Just for now, I need to actually do this so I can measure. Thank you. Just right now, the channel's been doing well. It's just sometimes I'm having trouble actually getting the word out that I'm streaming. That's why I went on those PlayStation Minecraft communities. Just I've been having real problems trying to get people to watch my stuff. Like and as far as I can tell, most of my viewers are from Europe. Like I've even gotten viewers as far as the Middle East as well. I'm just doing what I can, and I hope 2020 will be a great year. As soon as I finish all 10 pillars, then I'm going to make the decision of whether or not I actually do want to make the arches or not, because I want to actually look at what I got here. I like to think before I actually start doing something. Like I've seen some people just build without thinking, but not all, some. I know. I didn't get a Christmas this year. Still trying to make ends meet. In 2019, we had to skip Christmas. As you can see, I put you notice I have lanterns lighting that. I wanted people to see the detail I placed there. You like that detail, or can you barely see it? Basically, stairs. This is a small arch. It's a mid-arch. And the reason why I want this to be open to the water once it's finished is so we can have boats go through if we need to. A lot of this is just for show. I like building stuff, even if it doesn't. Yeah. I like. Sometimes I like building for show. Like I have a lot of resources, so I want to actually build huge. I noticed not all, but some builders want to build big, but they refuse to because of one, they're afraid of how long it's going to take to finish. Number two, they don't know they don't know to fathom for size. And three, they don't like history classes. Like, my favorite thing to do in history is to look at the architecture of some of these civilizations. I'm like this. Wow, some of the builds they built in the past were actually built by the techniques Minecraft uses. I'm like, why can't I use that? Like, some of my favorite builds, like, for example, looking at builds like Big Ben or builds like Big Ben or the Palace of Persepolis. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. Like, I love looking at history documentaries. I mean, see what the past built. Tomorrow I'll actually be streaming earlier, 2 hours earlier, in fact. Only 2 times a week because last year I actually tried 7 streams a week. I was always tired all the time. I couldn't sleep. I tried 7 streams a week and I was always, always tired. And of course, some people wouldn't understand what I was building and click off, even though I'm like, my builds take a long time to build. Please give me a chance. They take a long time to build, but if I take the time to build, they look nice. Yep. I know. Sorry, it's just Big Ben is the popular name for it in America. Sorry about misnaming something. Or the Houses of Parliament, which looks pretty nice in today's standards. You okay? It's okay. How was I supposed to know it was called Elizabeth Tower? Because I never heard that before. Like, I watched the documentary series known as Engineering an Empire. I heard the host, Peter Weller, actually say it's the name of the bell, not the tower. But I was like, what do they call it then? Like. Okay. It's okay, it's okay. Like, see, I like being corrected. You know that? I like being corrected. I like learning something new. There are some YouTubers I've actually seen that get all offended when they're corrected. I'm like, come on, grow a bone. Or no, grow a spine and actually take it, because sometimes you have to learn. You have to learn stuff. I'm still learning. I'm 28 years old. And I'm still learning. And as far as I can tell, I understand perfectly. Oh, that's fine. Okay, let me just make sure this is correct. Just the problem is, you notice I have trouble actually determining the measurements when it's so far away over there. I mean, having worked on big builds, I've actually had mistakes like that in the past. And then I had to tear down entire builds just to fix one issue. Okay, good, good. Alright. Just so you know, Colonel, I like talking while I build. It's a coping mechanism I have. Mm. Just don't worry, I am going to take care of it. Just gonna actually take out the bottom and replace it with stone. Just right now, if I want to make sure it's all lined up perfectly so I can take out what's necessary. This morning, I actually detailed those walls to get them ready for this stream. Like, I literally start getting ready for the next weekend stream. But I take a break on Sunday every week. Like I don't touch Minecraft on Sunday. And then Monday through Thursday, it's getting ready for the next streams. What do you think? 5 days of work to make sure it's all ready for today's streams. Sometimes you do need a break every week. Alright, I got it measured. One second, just need to remove this. I understand. It's okay, take your time. Okay. What? Rolly Dub, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Just working on my bridge I'm building in survival. I'm building the supports out of oak, and then I'm going to shape them up later so they look nicer later. As you can see, I got this. As soon as I'm done with the supports, the dirt platform will be removed. For what? What does that mean? No. 1, 2. I don't share my location where I'm building. I mean, who is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Just working hard on my survival build, Rolly. I mean, for what? I'm at the bridge in this game. Yeah, correct. I am working hard on this. I mean, I live in America, but you can. I mean, I will not tell you my location where I live. No. No, Dad, you don't know. I don't know you. You don't know me. So, no. This is my, I am streaming. Oh, cool. You're from Jamaica. Nice. I'm just working very hard on this. I live in America, and that's it. I'm just working very hard on my survival build, which I've been working on this bridge for a week. Right now I'm just putting in the pillars, and then I'm going to design the actual arches, and it's going to look nice. And I'm working mostly by myself on this bridge. Yeah. Like, I've actually been very careful. Like, I don't tell anybody where I live, but I do say I live in America, and I leave it at that. Sometimes I'll say I live in Michigan, but Michigan is fine because there's 11 million people there, and it's going to be very hard to find me. Just, I don't like, I don't want to cause fights with people, but sometimes I just get attacked. You notice I did not, I only ban people if they start causing a fight with other viewers. I have to end the fight before it before it escalates. And I think I'm guaranteed a dislike from that guy. It's fine. Like, I get dislikes for refusing to play the Trolls game. That's the funny part about it. Like, the best way to win is to be calm and collected. Don't yell. Just refuse and say no. The best way to avoid being dragged through the mud by a troll is to don't play their game in the first place. Because if they know my location, they could easily do what you call swatting. And I don't want that to happen. What? Like, I've actually seen streams where this guy's just doing his stream, he's doing a good job, and one of his viewers calls the SWAT team out on him. Like, terrible. One guy actually got killed. And one guy who did a lot of swatting is now in prison right now. They might find it funny at first. Oh, oops. Forgot to put in that part of the log. Just making sure I get those logs. Every log is precious. Got that side. Now just to finish this side, I'm going to have to go get some more stone. What do you think of it so far? We got these all placed. It's looking nice. It's just I need to get some more stone to make sure I can actually finish the next base. The base that actually holds the pillar in place. And you notice how that guy never, didn't say one good thing about my build? It's as, it's as if he just wanted to cause mayhem. Nope. He has no idea. I've been streaming for 3 years. I've actually learned to distinguish a viewer from troll. Yep, awesome. Alright. Just had to make sure they all came to the same pillar. That way, look. There's one cobblestone less on each side. Yep, I could give tours. But right now, my world is very small. Right now, I'm still working on it. Everything here is a work in progress. I have the tramway in the tunnels finished, but it's the stations that need some love. Okay. One second. Gotta make sure. Alright. Oh, before and after? If you want to, I actually have a video that's all about me building the first thing on this server. I'm going to show it to you in a minute once I finish this pillar, alright? And this is actually the fastest bridge I've ever constructed in survival, you know that? Because this is the largest bridge I've ever built in Minecraft in survival. It's the largest. Like, usually when I build a bridge, I build it 3 blocks wide, but I wanted to try building a huge bridge in survival. And I've been working on it for a week, so it's more about trying to see if I can handle the logistics of all materials going in. Logistics, like its definition, the art of moving resources around. Like logistics is used in war. Like, you gotta make sure you have resources. Alright. Oh, very nice. I'm loving it. Now we're going to actually see what it looks like from the side. As you can see, I have this cobblestone line so I can actually just look at the bridge from a little bit away. It's looking good. Except I still have to add the arches. I'm going to add the wood in, but I need my trusty old friend dirt. Dirt for scaffolding. I don't have any bamboo, so I have to use what's available. Dirt, in my opinion, is the best type of scaffolding. You can easily take it down, put it back up. Temporarily, gotta put the stone away. This is actually one of the first builds I built in Minecraft. No, on this server. I built a lot of stuff. A friend of mine built an iron golem yesterday. I don't know what to do with him, so he just stands here. I don't know why. Meanwhile, this is my smelter. I still haven't detailed this room. I haven't had the time. I'm going to soon. Just right now I'm focusing on the big builds before I start anything. What do you think? This is producing a lot of materials. Like, some of my designs are, I actually built this myself, but I got a little inspiration from some Minecraft YouTubers. Just don't remember which one that it is. I don't take credit, I give credit. What do you think? And here's where the stone goes. Yeah. And of course, I still haven't detailed this, but as you can see here, here's the largest greenhouse I've ever constructed. 15 days of work. I started this on December 27th, finished it on the 10th of January. This is 30 blocks below ground. 30 blocks below ground. I repeat that. Underground gardens. I did my best with all the techniques I knew, and I decided to use wood for the first time in my builds. Like, I usually use stone, mainly because I like the strength of it, but I decided to use wood for this greenhouse mostly. I got cobblestone for the roof, and I got this. I love big builds, and as you can see, it's you can tell it's underground because we got bats. Bats are not happy. What do you think, Colonel? Like, yeah, 15 days. Correct. It was 15 days, and some people have told me right up to my face that, how do you have the patience to do this? And I can honestly tell them that have something external playing while you're building. I actually watched a documentary series, Ken Burns' The Civil War. That's a 10-hour documentary, at least twice while building that greenhouse. Twice, all the way through. Like, you do what you can. You gotta take your mind off the boredom, otherwise you won't be able to build it. As long as you're doing two things at once, as long as you're paying attention to what's on the TV right there, to what you're doing on the screen, I think I can do it. Like nowadays, I can't build anything without something external. Like, I need to listen to music, I need to watch a movie, or watch a history documentary. Now I'm going to actually build a scaffolding in the air so I can actually get up to those pillars. Which makes me regret taking out the original dirt platform. Okay. And you want to know the most time-consuming part is actually taking out the dirt platform once it's rendered useless. I made sure to keep track of how long it takes for me to build these builds now, because I could take 5 minutes and show you my original build in Minecraft. Oh. It's okay. Just so you know, I'll be starting streams tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And I understand people have lives. People have things to do. This is going to be my experiment before I proceed with the full detailing of the pillars. I need to actually just put the logs in and see what I can do. Because the best way to experiment is to make one pillar, then I have to see if I can detail it out. Yeah, just 1 second. My computer was going blank. Like, I literally once tried to make a huge fortress-like wall that was 8 blocks thick and 30 blocks high. Nice. Yeah, that's correct. Just so you know, as you can see, you have not seen any monsters here. Like, I prefer to build in peaceful. I just don't. I want to just build. Like, I mean, some people say it's not Minecraft without the monsters, but I'm like this. The original Minecraft game, it just required you to survive the night. I mean, it just required you to build stuff. So I'm actually playing it close to what it originally was in beta, which is, you build things. But of course, occasionally I do turn it to normal mode so I can have some monsters on here, just to test my builds and see if my lighting is good. If my lighting is good, then I don't have to worry about monsters. If it's not good, they'll appear. I just want to see what it looks like before I decide whether or not I'm going to detail it out or not. Because let's just say a lot of wood is going into this. I'll tell you this, Colonel, that I used to actually build stuff out of just one material. Like, I built an entire castle. I mean, an entire palace. It was the Sand Palace. And I still have that world. And I actually transferred it over to Bedrock so I can show people where my skills used to be in early 2017. What do you think? Like, 1 p.m. tomorrow, or 6 hours ahead for you, or 5 hours ahead for you, would be 6 o'clock in the evening. 6 o'clock or 7. But I just need your opinion on this. Does it look good, or should I detail it? Yeah, thank you. But what do you think of the wood? Should I keep it the way it is, or should I detail it? Just need some advice here. I'll be getting back to this tomorrow as well. Like, just need to actually complete it and actually see if it looks good for the entire thing. I'm just going to get back to work on it and see if I can finish as much of it as possible before I have to call the stream quits for today. Yep, maybe an outline. Yep, correct. It could take a while. I'll start thinking about it. Like, sometimes when I don't know what to do, I'll actually sleep on it, just so I can figure out what I'm gonna do. But while I'm streaming, I have to do something. Gotta start doing it right here. All this will be taken out so there's water here. Alright, you have a great day yourself, Colonel. Hey, Miner. What do you think, Miner, what I'm doing here? I'm going to detail it, but I'm just putting in the logs in advance before I start detailing it. I think I'm good, but I could use a hand. I have enough wood for now to keep going. Alright. 1 second, I gotta invite my friend, guys. Just stay in the stream, Miner, so you can understand what I'm doing. Yeah, find you first. I'm still getting used to the bedrock search. Oh, there you are. 1 second, guys. I just need to invite a friend. I'm gonna do most of this myself because I need to actually be able to do it correctly. But this, I need Miner to come in here to actually get more wood or whatever I need. Make sure I can still work on this. I'm gonna have to go to the bed right there just to make it daylight again. Miner, have your bed ready because I'm gonna make it daylight again. Miner, I need you to... Alright, thank you. Just have your bed with you at all times, Miner, for the duration of the stream. As you can see, the bridge is coming out nicely. Building the supports. Then I'm gonna... basically I'm putting in the stage 1 arches. At first I'm putting it in as oak logs. Then as soon as I decide what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to start making them detailed. Because we're going to actually have these connect like like the legs of chairs, like they connect like that. And what's good about Miner is that I have not had a chat glitch yet. Like, I had my laptop on just in case that happened again. Like, I had to remove my map so I could actually just, so people could see what I was doing. All right, I'm gonna go see what it looks like from this angle. Hey, Miner, what do you think of the bridge leg support so far? Like, that's just the first stage. I'm actually gonna put in some details, but right now, and Miner, the hard part is actually gonna make the anchor blocks for the supports. They're gonna go all the way down to the ocean bed, which is, let me see how deep that is. Right now, the depth we are at is 64. Right now, it's at 64. We're going to go down. Here we go. 36. That means we have to build all the way down to 36. Each anchor block is going to connect to each other. Then as soon as we're done with the anchor blocks, we can finally start building the top of the bridge. Gonna get some extra logs, like I have some in a chest. Wow. Temporarily, I gotta build these dirt structures so I can actually build. And what's cool about this is that I have enough logs to do this. There are 10 pillars in all, 10 of them, and I have to do this for both sets. And of course, I have to thank one of my friends on PSN, Oblivion, for giving me the idea of building this bridge. Because he actually built that over there. He was building his little base right there, and I was thinking, wow, he has to go across the water in order to get to it. So I'm like, why not build a bridge? And thus, genius! Something new was born. But I'm actually going to name the bridge the Ascension Bridge when it's finished. Now I gotta do the same thing right there. Make the dirt platform. So a dirt platform for the supports only. It's a good thing I built this support. Otherwise, it would have been a lot more difficult. Every time I'd fall by accident, I'd fall in the water, and that'd be very slow to get back to shore. Miner, get ready. I'm about to use the bed to make it daylight again. Oh yeah, because it's getting dark. How slow is it to get to darkness? Please go to bed, Miner. Because I don't want to waste torches on this build. Thank you very much. Like, I want to actually complete these before I decide whether or not I'm going to detail them out or not. I don't mind having the anchor blocks be hollow, so we can just so we can actually figure out how we're going to be building 30 blocks underwater. Da, 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 da. Hey, Miner, you mind coming to the bridge? I want you to stand right about there so I can have a sense of scale in comparison to the size. Because eventually we're gonna have to build. We're gonna actually build another. When we get to another ocean, we'll be building another bridge. And it doesn't matter how long the bridge will be. It's gonna cost a lot. Time consuming. Alright, now I get an idea. What do you think, Miner, of this, scale-wise? Thanks, Miner, for coming out here. But we got all this. Yep. It's giving the exact impression I always wanted. Now the bridge looks like it's being held up by these, correct? And also, this reminds me of the barn I used to have in Zeeland, Michigan. This was when I lived there, and they literally had we had an Amish built barn at our house, and literally this house it was built. It was 100 years old. I mean, it was 100 years old, and it had the look of being knotted together by, like, it's amazing. Hate it when I accidentally use the wrong material. I meant to use dirt. when I open Monster and I take my swig of it, you know I'm serious. I think I know what I want to do with the detailing. Alright, I'm going to use what wood supplies I have left. Then I have to end the stream after. And I'll finish the detailing tomorrow. Just figured out that building huge wooden structures like this consume a vast amount of wood. A miner, I'd really appreciate it if you start cutting down as many trees as possible. Make sure I have enough oak logs to continue this. Like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and almost 7 stacks of oak logs. Like most of these stacks of oak I actually collected yesterday. Just need to see how many oak logs I need per strut, and since I'm going 3 at a time. Wow, I need 32 oak logs for every single one of these. Alright, 4 stacks remaining. Oh yeah, good idea. Gonna get harder to make this with. I mean, I actually went to the trouble of collecting at least 30 stacks of oak wood last night, and I'm using them all up. Pulls out flute. Hey midget, how's it going? You got the cast off your arm yet? Just let me complete this. I'm going to show you what I'm building. Oh, cool. Oh, I hope you get better soon, midget. Just give me a second. Let me just finish this. Alright. You see that stone brick thing? That's just a platform so I can actually see what my bridge looks like so far. Right now everything's coming along according to plan. You like it, midget? Right now I'm just using dirt as supports, as a workspace so I can actually complete these. I have a friend on here right now collecting wood for me. Oh, awesome. Only got three stacks of wood left, and I've used up 30 stacks since the beginning of this stream. And as soon as I'm done with this, I gotta take out the dirt platform right here, and so it becomes ocean again. I built a temporary dirt platform so I could work here. And then the dirt will be removed. And then the tough times will begin when I have to make sure the stone actually goes all the way to the ocean bed. That way it looks realistic. Yeah. Right now the bridge is up above, but of course I have not worked on the details of the structure because I've been working on the actual support struts for it. This is not the finished thing. I'm actually going to detail it soon. Eventually I'm going to take out some of the wood and actually angle it so they look like arches. Been working on this since Monday. Since Monday, I started work on the bridge on Saturday, and started work on Monday. And I need to be able to reach where I'm working. There are 10 pillars in all, and I have to connect them with these. And right now, this is going to be the sixth pillar. It takes 32 things of wood to make sure make sure I have a complete thing here. So I actually have my friend getting me wood as I speak. And I'll also be continuing this tomorrow and making sure this thing is completed tomorrow. It's gonna be time consuming. the bridge is at least 12 blocks above the water. Alright, this is all the wood I've got. Only 16 logs. Okay, gotta go get some more. I'm loving it. Next time, I'm actually gonna try and collect at least 70 stacks of oak before I attempt to build that big. Oh, it looks like Miner was doing what I asked of him. Very good. Alright, we need 32. And of course, 32, and there's 9 layers to each of the struts that connects the pillars together. Awesome. Miner, I'm right here. Right behind you. Can you just hand me what wood you collect? Oh, awesome. You got me 2 stacks. Awesome. If you can go get some more, please. I might as well show you what the top of the bridge looks like now. I'm still working on it, but I halted all construction here until I have the supports completed. This is where the horses will go. This is where the tramway will go. The tramway ways will go. And just right now, I have it all completed on top, but I'm gonna actually build lampposts, and they're gonna look nice. And I just need to complete the support structure first. One second, gotta check who sent me a message. Oh. Bit busy here. I mean, one of my friends on PSN has messaged me. Thanks, Miner. Oh, thanks, Miner, for reminding me. Here's the big bridge I've been working on for the past week. Gotta make it daylight. I only got 45 logs left, and then I think I can call the server quits for today. I mean, the stream quits for today. Tomorrow morning, I have to work on actually collecting as many log stacks as possible. Cool. So Miner, I mean Midget, what do you think of what I'm doing right here? Like, I like trying out new things while I build. Isn't that cool? Thank you. I know. I know what you meant, Midget. I hope you get better with that cast. Alright, this is as far as I can build today without going to the trouble of going and getting more wood. Once I finish all this, then I'm going to decide what I'm going to do next. Also, I need to actually connect these pillars from there to here with each and every single pillar. They are they are 10 blocks apart at their tallest. So I need to actually connect them to that. And 10 blocks apart. So I need 10 times 10 times 3 will be 30 oak logs. So it's going to take a while. Alright guys, I think I'm going to end it for today. Hey Midget, thank you very much for watching. Miner, thank you very much for watching as well. And everybody else who comes on after this stream has long since not been alive. You guys all have a great day. God bless people, and stay busy.